PFF, Pro Football Focus, gave out their off-season grades for every single NFL team. And they were very, very, very high on the Patriots. And we're going to break it all down. But first, I got to ask you guys, we are 100 subs away from a milestone, 26,000. So if we could get just 100 people, I know over 100 people that are watching this video right now are not subscribed to Patriots Today. So hit that big red sub button and we can hit that milestone of 26,000. Welcome into Patriots Today. I am your host, Brett Alper. And yes, Pro Football Focus. Focus. They released their off-season grades for every NFL team, and they were extremely high on the Patriots. I'll just say it. Drum roll, please. A+ grade for the New England Patriots. There were only two teams that got an A+ grade. It was the Patriots, and it was the Chicago Bears. And I agree with them. You win the offseason. You win free agency. You win the NFL draft. I mean, maybe the New York Giants also had a better draft than the Patriots. But a lot more people also think that the Patriots won the offseason. PFF gave them an A+. Sports Illustrated, that's the other media outlet that gave grades on the offseason. And they gave the Patriots an A. They think that it's possible that they could be second place in the AFC East. I think if you win one of those games against the Buffalo Bills, hell, it's possible to have a quick turnaround. And I'm really looking forward to this season. This is a complete turnaround from what we saw last year. And here's what PFF had to say on the Patriots offseason. They said the Patriots had a stellar offseason. They completely revamped and upgraded their coaching staff with Mike Vrabel and Josh McDaniels. Don't forget about Terrell Williams as DC. Coming in, both proven forces at head coach and offensive coordinator, respectively. They also added a ton of new talent in free agency and the draft after finishing last season ranked 24th in PFF defensive grade at 64. And 30th in PFF offensive grade, 63.2. God, that's terrible. This is an easy A grade, and the one that was bumped to an A+ for the moves in the front office and coaching staff. I truly think that the Patriots had the best offseason. I mean, you look at every single thing that they've done. They prioritized just what they needed most. They got a new head coach, and a head coach that knows this Patriots team better than ever, and Mike Vrabel, a guy that is a football culture guy. Turned around the Titans, and hopefully he can turn around the team that he played for more than anybody. And then you go to free agency, and you look at some of the players that they got in free agency. I mean, you get a wide receiver to pair with Drake May and Stephon Diggs. Morgan Moses on the offensive line. I know he's a little old, but Carlton Davis, that is by far one of the best cornerback signings. And you pair him up next to Christian Gonzalez. Yeah, Harold Landry coming over from Tennessee, Garrett Bradbury, your center, Robert Spillane, Jack Gibbons at your linebackers, and then the big one. The gigantic one, which I'll talk about, Milton Williams. That's 8 players. Not to mention, I didn't name every single one of them, but then you have your your off-season departures, and you only had basically 4 of them. And one of them was a backup quarterback in Jacoby Brissett. You have Devon Godshaw gone, Dietrich Wise, and Jonathan Jones, all on the defense. You return pretty much every single person on offense, and you revamp that defense. I loved you, Jonathan Jones and Dietrich Wise on defense. But if I only have 4 departures and they're not star players, especially one of them is a backup quarterback, that is incredible. And you still have $67 million in cap space. You won the offseason. I don't care what anybody says. You won the offseason. I'm grading the Patriots offseason an absolute 10. Give it a 10. 10 as the greatest. I want to hear from you guys down in the comments section. What do you guys think? 1 to 10. Grade it as the 1 was, this was terrible, which I better not see any 1s in there unless you're a complete hater of the Patriots. 10 being, yeah, this team is completely going to, it's going to look wildly different. We'll have that for you as the pinned comment in today's video. I am going to say it. I think the Patriots have the absolute biggest turnaround this season. And what I mean by that is you had a 4-win season. You won the 4th pick in the draft. I think that this is going to be the biggest turnaround like we saw with Washington last year, what we saw with the Houston the year before. You're going to see this team actually contend. You're going to see this team possibly contend for that 7th seed in the AFC, possibly playoffs. Every game is going to be competitive. You're not going to go into one singular game, except maybe the Bills, but they're a division rival. You're not going to go into any single game and just be like, oh, this is going to be a blowout. I shouldn't even watch this game like we saw in the past. Every single Patriots game is going to be competitive. We're going to see Drake May take that extra step, and then we're going to see this offense and defense take an extra step. And I think it's mainly because of your big offensive sign. You gave him over $100 million in Milton Williams, but this guy is just absolutely incredible. 6'3", 290 pounds. And we saw what he did in the Super Bowl against the Chiefs. He made Patrick Mahomes look like Jacoby Brissett out there. He was pressuring him every single play. In the postseason, Milton Williams had 3 or more pressures in every single postseason game. He had 2 sacks in the Super Bowl. That's what you want, and that's what you're going to get out of Milton Williams. And Mike Vrabel and Elliott Wolf, they prioritize the defense. You bring in Harold Landry. I know he was kind of declining, but you get him back with Mike Vrabel. You get him back with a guy that he knows, a guy that's coached him. You get Carlton Davis. You help out that defensive back. Robert Spillane. Then you go and draft Braden Swinson. You have a way greater defense than you had in 2024. You're dead last in sacks. You were absolutely dead last in sacks with 28. I expect the Patriots to be middle of the pack this year, but that's what you're going for. You're not going for you're not trying to hit a home run. You're trying to hit a double out here and just be competitive. That's all the Patriots are trying to do. And then you look at the free agency signings. They were great. Then you look at the draft. That was also just great for the Patriots. You go out, you get your offensive lineman to protect Drake May. I wasn't a big fan of the 2nd-round pick of Travion Henderson. But honestly, with everything else that you've done, I wanted a wide receiver in round 2. But you went out and got Kyle Williams, who was an absolute dog, a football guy mentality, and he was showing out. And I mean showing out in rookie minicamp, man. He was absolutely showing out in rookie minicamp. So you have a great offseason. You get a bunch of good players in free agency. You win the draft. You get an A-plus draft. But if PFF's giving you an A-plus and Sports Illustrated's giving you an A, why is every single media outlet still giving the Patriots like a 25th to 30th power ranking? I went over this in a previous video, like, what is happening here? Why is this still going on? I don't understand it. And I'll get to why I don't understand it in a second. But first, I got to tell you about our sponsor of today's show, and that is Fanatics. One of the major A-plus that I'm giving to the Patriots is Will Campbell. Number 66, get your jerseys today, chatsports.com/Will Campbell. If you don't want to type it all out, we'll have it for you in the comments and description of today's video. So back to what I was saying. Why are you having them in the power rankings that low? And there's one that really made me laugh, and it was Bleacher Report at 26th. Like, CBS Sports at 22nd, USA Today had him at 20th, Sports Illustrated had him at 20th, Athletic 23rd. NFL, that one is an honest joke to me. And I don't understand, if you're saying they had such a good offseason, why are you putting them so low? Yeah, I get it. You can't just go off of paper. That's why you play the games. You have to prove yourself. And the Patriots have not proven themselves in the last 3 years. So I get it. But you also are putting teams that haven't proved themselves either over the New England Patriots. Like, if you asked me, I think the Patriots are better than the Chicago Bears. The Chicago Bears also got an A-plus grade. Well, they're putting them above them. Well, I don't think so. I think the Patriots had a way better. You're better than the Arizona Cardinals. I don't believe in Kyler Murray. And to be honest, they didn't really sign anybody. They had a good draft, but they didn't sign anybody in free agency. And the one that makes me laugh the absolute most is the NFL.com's power rankings put Indy, the Colts. The Colts, man. You drafted Tyler Warren, and you know who's throwing to him? Indiana Jones. Come on. Come on. Daniel Jones and Anthony Richardson over Drake May, Mike Vrabel, Stephon Diggs, Travion Henderson, Ramondre Stevenson, Kyle Williams, Pop Douglas. Like, I don't understand why the Colts are ranked ahead of them. That really made me laugh because the Colts might be one of the worst teams in the NFL this year, especially if their big signing was Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones, man. That's just, no, that's not going to happen. The Patriots, I think, there's 14 teams that make the playoffs. I'd put them in the 18 to 20 range. Not all the way back in 25th and 23rd where the Indianapolis Colts are ahead of them. Culture's changed here in New England, man. Culture's absolutely changed. You had players just roaming around, having fun, doing whatever the hell they wanted when Gerard Mayo was here. Mike Vrabel comes in, this man putting his foot down. He's like, we're going to do this, 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 and this. And we saw it in the first practice at rookie minicamp. Look at that. Getting up and into the plays, interacting with the players, coaching them up, showing that this is what to do. That's the coach I want of this team. And that's what Mike Vrabel is. He is a coaching, football type of guy that's not going to be a pushover like Gerard Mayo. We all remember Ramondre Stevenson had a fumbling problem. He fumbled again. He said, yeah, he's benched. Came out the first single play. Yeah, he's starting. Culture's changed, and I think the best part about having a turnaround is how easy the Patriots' schedule is. This is the 5 easiest schedules for 2025. And the Patriots are ranked 3rd. You have to play the Giants. You have to play the Saints. You have to play the Raiders. You have to play the Pittsburgh Steelers. You have to play the Titans. All of these games. You have to play the Panthers, too. Those are all easy wins. Play Jets twice. They're a joke. We have no idea if the Dolphins are going to be good. It is so easy for the Patriots to make a quick turnaround. But if you win those games and you finish, let's say, 2nd in the division in the AFC East, then you have to play all those second-place teams in each division, which could be a lot tougher for the New England Patriots in 2026. But when you look at 2025, it could be very, very easy for them to make a bounce back and look like one of the competitive teams, top 15 teams in the NFL in 2025. Will the Patriots make the playoffs? Type Y for yes, type N for no. I said it. I'm making a bold prediction. They're going to be the 7th seed. A lot of teams make the 7th seed as they don't even have to have a 500 record. You go 9-8. I think the Patriots are probably going to go 9-8, and I think they're going to make the playoffs. Let me know down in the comment section below. And please subscribe to the channel. Don't forget, we're 100 subs away from 26,000. And also hit me up on social media. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, @TheRealAlper. That's it for today's episode of Patriots Today. I'm your host, Brett Alper, and as always, let's go Pats.